For load assessments that are centered around supplying power during a grid outage, the assessment is considerably more critical. When a multi-mode inverter energy system is disconnected from the grid, it is important that the system is able to provide the anticipated power for an expected period of time. Therefore, the frequency and length of the expected disconnections from the grid needs to be assessed. Once this has been determined, the energy and power requirements of the loads during an outage can be calculated by completing a load assessment table. In column 1, all the loads that will be used by the system owner during a disconnection from the grid should be listed. Column 2 requires the power rating of each load to be listed from the compliance plate. Column 3 is an estimation of the number of hours each load will operate during an outage, typically based on the expected length of an outage. Column 4 multiplies the number of hours with the average power rating to determine the energy usage in watt-hours for each load. Once all the values in column 4 are accumulated, the total energy usage during an outage has been determined. Column 5 lists the power factor for the loads. This is typically used for inductive or capacitive loads. However, if they are a purely resistive load, a power factor of 1 will be used. Column 6 divides column 2 by column 5 for each load to calculate the demand of the appliance that could be operating at any one time, calculated in volt-amps. Once all the values in column 6 are added together, the cumulative maximum power required at any one time during a disconnection from the grid has been determined. For most applications, only column 1 to 6 will be used. However, when the load surge factor is significant, it may be appropriate to utilise column 7. If the load does not have a power factor, list the surge factor as 1. Column 8 multiplies columns 6 and 7 together to determine the surge or operating power of each load. When accumulated, the resulting maximum surge demand that could occur during an outage has been determined.